Hello, welcome back to another video tutorial here at Geekatplay Studios. My name's Gary Miller. Oftentimes when I create a new model, I think probably because of lack of tremendous amount of experience, I tend to look at things in a very linear fashion. So take this tabletop for this little table, for example. I just created this. And if I were to sit down normally and create something like this, I would look at it and say, okay, it has a tabletop, so I'd have to make one cube for that. It has four legs. Either I could make four separate objects or just make one and then duplicate it three times, giving me a total of four legs. Oh, but notice that it's tapered, and only the inside is tapered. The outside is straight up and down, vertical. So I guess when I make one and I clone and I duplicate it, move it over, I'd have to turn it 90 degrees, and then I'd have to do the same thing over here and then over here, and then it has these stretchers here. So I guess I'd use another cube, create one, adjust it to size, and then move it into position here. Make sure it's centered in between, in the center of my leg here. Copy that, move it over to here, and then copy both of them and rotate them 90 degrees, and I would have myself a tabletop. Well, I was playing around and I came across a different approach of making this table that does not involve the complication of the explanation that I just gave you. In fact, I made this whole tabletop out of one cube, and I thought it was kind of a different way to approach modeling, a different way to look at creating something from a primitive shape, and I wanted to share that process with you today. So let's move this out of the way, and I'm going to create a new mesh. Come over here with my cube, hold down Control. There we go. Okay, so I have my cube. What I want to do is come over here in polygon mode, select those two polygons, hit the L key to loop it, mesh edit. I'm going to use my loop tool, and I want the mode to be symmetry and the count to be 2. And I'm just going to divide it up about there. Spacebar to drop that tool, select those polygons, loop that, loop slice tool again, and I'll add some slices right there. Spacebar to drop that. Now I'm going to select all those, loop them, and I'm going to hit delete. I'm going to select those and hit delete. I'm going to select that center polygon there. Come over here, new mesh. With that polygon selected, Control X in my new mesh. I'm going to hit Control V, paste that in there. R key for my radius or scaling tool. And I'm just going to scale it out a little bit. B key, and I'll add a little thickness to that. Spacebar to drop that. I'll hide that for now. Come back to my original. I'll select that polygon, that polygon, that polygon, and that polygon. B key, and I will drag these feet down. About to there looks good. Let me hit R to bring up my scale tool. Now I want to pay attention here, because as I scale this out, I want to pay attention to these numbers here. So I think I'll scale it out so that it's 107. Spin it around this way and spin and scale that out till it's 107. Now in my action center, I want to change it now to local, and I will shrink these little polygons down, make these pencil thin legs. Now we've got these polygons, this polygon, this polygon, that polygon, and that polygon. I'm going to Control X to cut them out of there. New mesh, Control V, paste them in there, and I guess I'll hide my legs. Now right now all these polygons are connected by the vertices that join them right there. If I try to do anything with them, they're still connected. So I'm going to come over here to vertices mode, select all of those down here to come down here to vertex, and I want to split them. Come back to polygon mode, hit my R key. Now I want to come back to a selection, center selection, a selection in my action center, and whoops, actually I do want local. I'm going to decrease their width and I'm going to increase their length. Spacebar to drop that tool. Now I want to come back to a selection in my action center, W key to bring up my move tool, and I think I'll move that down there. B key, and then stretch it up, and we are done. That is our table. And all of it was done with one cube. Now if you want to close these off, don't want anyone seeing that there is no bottom to these stretchers, just select those two, and we can use the bridge tool under edges, and now that creates a solid surface there. Select those two, bridge those, select those two, bridge those, select those two, and bridge those. And the tabletop here doesn't have a bottom. Let's see, so which is the tabletop? There it is. Double click, select all those, hit P, and that creates a polygon. So that is creating a very quick, elegant looking table out of just one polygon. Correction, out of just one cube. And the benefit to doing all this is everything is lined up and in its exact position where it needs to be. Once you make your initial slices in dividing up that cube, all of the pieces for the table are right where they need to be. So there's no lining up, there's no measuring. It makes it extremely easy, very fast, and in my opinion, greatly efficient to create something very simple like this. So that's it for this video tutorial. Thanks for watching here at Geekatplay. My name's Gary Miller. Have a good day.